Hello everyone, welcome to this reading. This is a reading regarding why do people fall for you. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I'll pick a different pile, and if you have shopping piles, I recommend the random generator. That's something I always use and always helps me. That being said, this is group 1, group 2, and group 3. I'm going to give you time to pick your groups in peace. And with that being said, if this reading resonated for you or if it was entertaining, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely comment because I really love getting your feedback and how it resonated for y'all. And with that being said, let's get into your reading. Bye. Hello group 1, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding why do people fall for you. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything resonates for you. If nothing resonates at all, I'll pick a different pile, and if you have shuffling piles, I recommend the random number generator. It's something I always use and always helps me. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Okay, so we have the Hanged One, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Cups, and Temperance. We have Shapeshifter, Knight, Assertion, Idealism, and Companionship. Okay, so starting off with the Hanged One and the Ace of Swords, the message that I immediately got from those two paired is the way you articulate yourself. I feel like you probably talk very calmly, you talk very smoothly. There's something about your voice, there's something about the way that you express your ideas, your thought processes, your thought patterns, the way you just express the things that you like, the things that you dislike. It's just like your way of speech as a whole. I feel like you're not someone that is too pushy. You're not someone that's probably aggressive in articulation. Like, you don't do that type of stuff. First of all, the Knight, the Knight in this deck or in this oracle deck is about romance, so that gives me the Knight of Cups energy. And the Knight of Cups is not a fast moving energy. It's very slow, it's very calm, it's very smooth. It can actually even be represented as a smooth talker, so you guys might be able to talk a really good game. And then we have Lover here, so I really wouldn't be surprised if you were a lover girl or lover boy. It's just like you radiate that energy. You radiate a very sweet, smooth, calm, down-to-earth energy. And with this Hanged One, I feel like you understand many different levels of conversations. It's like you can take one problem and branch it off into 5 different solutions rather than only bringing one solution to the table. You'll be able to look at something and get a broad spectrum of solutions, problems, even opinions, facts about it. It's like you're not just someone that's very narrow-minded or closed-minded. And I feel like people definitely, I heard honor that about you. That sentence doesn't even make sense, but I feel like people definitely appreciate this about you because they know when they're talking to you, they're going to get some sort of truth. They're going to enjoy the conversation. They're going to learn something out of that conversation. You bring a lot to the table. And I don't feel like you put yourself out there. You're not in everyone's face. You're not, another thing I'm getting is that you guys could probably be naturally distant people. We do have the Four of Cups there, so I'm definitely getting you guys are naturally distant. You're not going out of your way to start a conversation with someone. You're not going out of your way to prove your intelligence. That's just something that comes off naturally. You don't have to be like, in conclusion, scientifically, I know. You don't have to do any of that to prove that you're smart, to prove that you know anything. Literally, the way you normally talk shows it itself. And I feel like that makes people fall for you because you don't have to do much to show that you're an amazing person. You can just see it. It's smothered all over you. You just ooze that energy. With this Four of Cups, I'm seeing that you guys are not people that try to fit into the crowd. You're not people that go out of your way to be liked by everyone. And I'm kind of getting that off of the Hanged One here as well. You're not someone that is in the mix. You're just not. You're not. It's like if people want to have a conversation with you, they're going to have to start one. You're not starting anything. You're not going to start anything. And even if you do, you're not going to put so much effort into prolonging that conversation. If it's a long conversation, then it's a long conversation. If it's a short one, it's a short one. You're not trying to manipulate anything. You're someone, I feel like you're probably someone that goes with the flow. Or if you're not, it just appears that way. And I feel like people, like, you're kind of like a mystery to people. It's like you put everything out there, but you don't at the same time. It's like, there was this one quote, and it's like, you're not in my business, don't be fooled. You just see what I allow you to see. So it's like you could be considered, or maybe you consider yourself to be an overshare. You might even talk a lot, but yet still, no one knows you truly. No one knows you underneath the surface. And people find that amazing because it's like, I feel like you guys are very attractive people, but you can, okay, how can I describe this? So for example, right? You meet someone, they don't even know how you look. You're just talking with them, y'all having a really good conversation, and boom, they fell in love with you. They didn't even see how you look first. So I feel like people fall in love with your personality. You can make someone fall for you just by the way you speak. And this is not even just the way you sound. I feel like it's the way you speak, the way you articulate yourself, and then of course the way you sound as well. But with this Four of Cups, you're someone that is very detached in a good way. You're not someone that I just feel like you're a naturally distant person. Literally a naturally distant person. Now with this Temperance card, I forgot what that card was supposed to represent. Like I know what the card means, but basically I shuffled these 3 cards, the Four of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Hanged One, regarding why do people fall for you, and then I asked a different question with this card. I don't remember what it was. Let me try, hold on. Oh yeah, what is something that people find attractive? Temperance, you're someone that is a very calm and balanced person. You don't go out of your way to do too much. You could even have a larger than life personality, but people are not going to get to see that unless you are actually close to them. Like you're just not someone that is going to jump out the whole window with everything. You're someone that is very calm, very controlled too. You know how to control yourself. You know when to say things and you know when not to say things. People really realize that about you. You're someone that's very smart. More than likely, you know 10 steps ahead before you even make that one step. You know what someone is thinking before they even think it. You're someone that is very observant and very smart. Very smart. And I feel like that people find that very attractive about you, and that makes people fall for you because they know if they had a problem, they could go to you and they'll get a solution, many different solutions, not just one. You have so much to say about one thing. God forbid they bring something else, boom, you have 10 different solutions for that. So you could be considered a therapist friend, because for whatever reason I keep getting solution. But I feel like if you like attract a lot of people and they always tell you your problems because they feel that you're gonna actually have something to offer as a solution and to help them, and you're a really good listener and you'll be able to take something out of that. Let's get some more cards and then we're gonna get into your oracle cards. Spirit, why do people fall for the one? Spirit, why do people fall for the one? Your mind is the magic, honestly. Spirit, why do people fall for the one? There can be something about your eyes as well. You could probably have beautiful eyes. What is this? We have the Tower. Then we get one more card. Well, actually 2 more cards, and then we'll get into what these cards are trying to tell us. The Spirit, okay. Then we have the 3 of Swords. Okay, I'm already getting, yeah, okay. Spirit, why do people fall for good one? Spirit, why do people fall for good one? Why do people fall for the one? There's so many different moving parts to you. Spirit, why do people fall for the one? Spirit, why do people fall for the one? Okay. Then we have the Morning. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting... Okay. You guys, I feel like there's a lot beneath the surface to you guys. There's so much depth to you. You guys are so experienced within life. No matter what age you are, you can be young and still very experienced. Why? Because of this Tower and the 3 of Swords. I feel like there were many Tower moments in your life. There are many things that rocked your world. I feel like you guys could have been someone that was very naive or someone that was very delusional, and then boom, life hit you. You got a reality check. I feel like you have that connection with the universe, where the universe will not allow you to stay the universe will not allow you to roam too deep into your delusion, or the universe will not allow you to run or roam too deep into illusions. You'll get that reality check. But on the other hand, I do feel like you guys have a lot of experience with heartbreak and heartache regarding relationships, regarding family members, regarding life circumstances in general, literally everything. That's what I'm saying. You guys have so many moving parts to you, because I feel like you're someone, I'm hearing like a soldier, a fallen soldier, or just a soldier in general with this knight, a knight in shining armor. You're someone that has went through hell and back 3 times or 4. or 5. Like, I feel like you guys just have a lot of experience with so many different things. You have you have experience with failure, and you have experience with winning. And I feel like this is why probably people come to you to vent. And I've said this in the beginning, but people feel that they can get something from you. People feel that they can get some valuable advice from you because you experienced this already, or you just have an idea on what it might be like to go through that because of how imaginative you are. So you have something to offer. You have a solution. You have comfort to offer to this person. But on the other note, I feel like people fall for you because you have depth to you. You're not just some privileged girl or boy that just has everything or was served food on a gold platter or a silver platter. You weren't that person. You were someone that had to work for these things. You were someone that went through a lot of trials and tribulations, and this is why you have the depth that you have now. And I feel like people are really attracted to that. People are really interested into that, or interested in that. The morning card being here, it's like, yo, wake up in the morning and be like, okay, it's another day of life. It's another day to work on myself. It's another day to become happy. It's another day to learn and evolve as a person. You don't allow these mistakes and these heartaches to haunt you forever. You learn from them. You don't stay stuck in things. And like I said, the universe is not going to allow you to do that. Like, you just have that connection with the universe. The universe is not going to allow you to do that. With this shapeshifter in the night, yeah, you guys can talk a good game. A good game. You guys can talk a good game. But let's see. Light attributes. Skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness. I cannot believe that's what I said. That's what I was saying. Ability to see the potential in everything. See? Shadow attributes. Projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. Night. Light attributes. Loyalty, romance, chivalry. I don't know how to say the word. A love of honor. Shadow attributes. Allegiance to a destructive ruler or principal. Romantic delusions. Yeah, I feel like you guys, your imagination is far more beyond creative than the average person. You're not someone that thinks simple-mindedly. You're not someone that is closed-minded. No, nothing like that. I feel like you're someone that romanticizes your life. You romanticize creative dreams. You romanticize a lot of things in life, and that gives you the ability to wander in so many different areas. It gives you the ability to be knowledgeable in so many different areas because you're not someone that is closed-minded. You're just not. You're not. And I feel like people fall for that in particular, that you have something to say on every topic they bring up. You might not even be knowledgeable in it, but you have something to say towards it. Your mouth is not just going to be closed the entire time. You could be walking in a new room and you don't even notice people, and they can bring something up and you'll be like, wait, I know about that, or I don't know about that, but I think X, Y, and Z regarding that. Like, you have something to say. You'll think about something. So it's definitely your mind. Of course, it's the way you carry yourself as well. And I feel like your imagination, your creativity really draws people in. Really. And then, like I said, you guys can be a smooth talker because, look, we have the lover here, right? Look. Okay, let's see. It says light attributes: great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. Shadow attributes: obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. I don't think that's you guys. I think you guys are the light attributes. You're someone that people, like, a lot of people fall for. I don't think it's like people can talk to you and they're like, wait a minute, I might like group one. I don't know, like, I like the way they talk, and they just keep replaying the conversation over and over and over again, and they trick themselves into thinking like, okay, maybe group one is the love of my life. And they might not, and you might not even be that. It's just you're someone that is very lovable and likable. It's like you cannot be in your presence, or no one can be in your presence and not fall victim to your addictive ways. Like, or maybe I worded that wrong. Like, your very lovable ways. Then we have assertion, idealism, and companionship. You're someone that is very determined. You're someone that's going to get what you want regardless. And I feel like with this idealism in the middle, you're literally just perfect in a lot of people's eyes. I feel like you could also be a perfectionist, or someone that really works hard to get what they want and works hard to work on themselves and be the better version of themselves and be the best version of themselves and the most authentic version of yourself. And I feel like people see that and they're just like, yeah, Group one, yeah. Yeah, group one is, yeah. I just keep hearing like, yeah, group one is that group. And in companionship, you're someone that is very easily to befriend. You're someone that's very easy to have a conversation with and not feel weird. Like someone could just meet you and you guys don't have to go through the uncomfortable phase of not knowing each other. It's like, no, I'm comfortable with group one. I feel comfortable enough to get vulnerable with group one. Maybe a lot of you guys could see that in a lot of people, that people tend to get vulnerable with you very fast because you give them that comfort. You provide them with that warm blanket to fall asleep, you know. Bottom like energy, we have fortune. Maybe you guys could have a lot of fortune. I did mention the privileged lady or privileged man, so you guys could have a lot of fortune, or just people think that you won the lottery of some sort, because it's like not everybody can hold a conversation. Not everybody can think of so many things all at once. Not everyone can articulate themselves the way you articulate yourself, you know. Let me get what's under this. Then we have damsel. Wow, okay. Damsel, light attributes. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Shoulder attributes. Waiting for the knights, see right here, to provide for your seduction by romantic illusion. Do we just keep getting, like, bro, that's crazy. And then, look, lover, damsel, and then knight right here. 3 love cards. That's crazy. Yeah. You're just that person. People find you to be very ideal. You're literally people's dream woman or dream man, like literally. Yeah. Oh my God. I feel like a lot of people could be very codependent on you, to be honest. It's like once they get a taste of your energy, it's like, yeah, see, they become victim to it. It's like, yeah, I can't really, wow. Look at this. And then Prince. It says, light attribute, romantic charm, and potential for power. You see this? Yeah. It's like, how could I not? How could I not be obsessed with group 3? How could I not be obsessed with group 3? Why did I say group 3? Okay, maybe you need to watch group 3, but I meant group 1. Let's see what's under this one. Discrimination. I feel like you guys also, like, no one can literally, like, try and lie to you. Like, you'll know. You'll know when someone is being biased. You'll know when someone's being egotistical. You'll know when someone is hiding the truth and trying to mask feelings and all of that. Like, you know. And that's what I was saying in the beginning. Like, you'll know what someone is thinking before they even think it. Like that. But, yeah, group 1, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding why do people fall for you. Before we get into this, I would like to say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I'll create a compile, and if you have so many piles, I recommend the random number generators, something I always use and always helps me. That being said, let's get into your reading. Okay, so we have the 7 of Cups, the Morning, the Hierophant in reverse, and the 7 of Pentacles. As for your Oracle cards, we have the Hermit, the Prince, Health, Excitement, and Criticism. Okay, starting off with the 7 of Cups, the Morning, and the Hierophant in reverse. You guys are people that have multiple personalities or different ways of expressing yourself, and they're not all similar. They're completely different things. So for example, one day you could be so bubbly, and then the next you're to yourself and you're not talking to nobody. And I feel like people actually like this about you, because when they come to you, it's like, okay, what is it today? You know, like, but in a positive way. They don't have to worry about ever getting bored with you. They don't have to worry about getting used to the same old thing that you do, because that's not the case with you. You're not like that. You're someone that can convert to, I'm so surprised that Shapeshifter didn't come out for you guys. Hold on, let me see at the bottom. Knight and then the Victim. Okay, you're not, Shapeshifter did not come out, which is so weird. I love it. But I would expect Shapeshifter to come out for you guys. But I also see with the 7 of Cups, you also bring a lot of confusion to people. And this makes sense with this Hermit card, because people will come up to you and think you're probably so stuck up. You're probably overly nice, or you're just to yourself. Like, you don't seem like the type of person to do X, Y, and Z. But once they get to know you, it's like, oh, group 2, I didn't know you got down like this. Or, oh, group 2, I didn't know you thought this way. You know, I do feel like you guys probably have views that are not socially acceptable, or you just act in a way that's not socially acceptable. Like, for example, you wake up in the morning and like, let's go skydiving. And everyone's like, what are you talking about? I feel like you're in an area where people have to act a certain way, or you might just have a status and they expect you to act like you have that, and you're just like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna act the way I want to act. I'm gonna do what I want, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm happy. I'm fulfilling my dream. I'm fulfilling my life. And I feel like people love that about you. Like, sometimes it could upset certain people, but for the people that do see the value in the way you act, they admire that so much, because they wish that they had the courage to stand so firm in what they believe in, rather than backing down because just the right amount of people are telling them, no, you're not gonna do that. I feel like with the Seven of Cups, it's just, you don't know what you're gonna get with group 2. Do they want to chill today, or do they want to jump off a building? Like, what is it? I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, asking, what do you do that people find attractive? You're someone that's very hardworking. Yes, you have this spontaneous energy to you, but you know when to get these things in order. You know when it's time to be quiet and work. I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, you work for what is yours. I feel like you don't need validation from other people. That's actually coming in strong with this Hermit being here, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles. You're going to work for what you want, and you're going to work for what you feel that you need, and no one is going to stop you. No one's going to tell you no, and even if they do, it's not going to work, so they're not even going to bother doing it, because they know it's not going to get through to you. You're doing what you want. You're someone that is willing to work hard. You could want to be a millionaire at the age of 1, and everyone's like, you know that's not possible, right? You will find a way to make it possible. Like, you see how outlandish that is? I feel like that's the type of mindset you guys have, or people think that you have that, and they admire that so much, and I feel like people fall for that because you're just so spontaneous. I'm surprised you didn't get the Pioneer card either. I do feel like you guys have some sort of status or some sort of popularity or fame with this authority, and then me seeing the King when I broke the deck, and then this Hierophant in reverse. I feel like you go against it though. It's like you would just never think that group 2 is the way they are. But let's get some more cards, Spirit. Why do people fall for group 2? Spirit, why do people fall for group 2? It's like, I feel like you have a whole bunch of cards behind your back, like with this prince. He has the flowers behind his back, looking to surprise somebody with those flowers. You just have so many ideas, so many opinions, so many facts, so many cards behind your back, and people would never think that. It's like, which card am I gonna pull today? And people will really sit down and wait because they want to see, like, okay, so what is group 2 doing today? I feel like a lot of people get a lot of inspiration off you as well. And then we have this 5 of Swords. Okay, let's get 2 more cards, and then we'll get into what these cards are trying to tell us. Spirit, why do people fall for group 2? Spirit, why do people fall for group 2? Spirit, why do people fall for group 2? What is this? The 10 of Wands. Spirit, why do people fall for group 2? Spirit, why do people fall for group 2? Okay. The Fool. Yeah. Okay. I'm hearing. Okay, and your bottom deck energy is the High Priestess. What's under this? The Page of Pentacles, and then we have the Empress here. Okay. But one quote I just heard is, just because I carry it well, that doesn't mean it's not heavy. I feel like a lot of you guys have many responsibilities on you. You have a lot on your plate, and you're still managing it well. Or even if you're not, you're still getting what you need done, especially with the 7 of Pentacles here. It doesn't matter how hard you might have to work, you're going to get it done. If you need to arrive at a certain area at 8 and you wake up at 7:59, you're still gonna make it there. I feel like a lot of people love that about you. You have this mentality, or you just appear to have this mentality of, oh, I do this, it's fine, because at the end of the day, I know I'm gonna make it to the finish line. It doesn't matter. You're someone that is not easily knocked off of your path. You're not. But with this 5 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and the Fool, I think that a lot of you guys probably have some responsibilities to hold up. You guys have a status, or you influence a lot of people, and people are expecting you to be this perfect person. People are expecting you to act that way because you have so many people watching you, or so many people around you, and you're just like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna do what I feel is right for me, and I'm just, no. It's like, you guys might be in some sort of power, or maybe maybe you guys can be very, very attractive and people are expecting you to be very shallow, very closed-minded, and you're like, I'm not. I'm spontaneous as a cat or spontaneous as a chihuahua. Like, I'm not the type that you think I would be. I feel like you surprise a lot of people, and I feel like that alone, that surprise and that shock alone catches people off guard, and it makes them fall for you. So it's like, oh my God, so you're not stuck up. Oh my God, so you're not a snob with this hermit being here, because I feel like you're to yourself and you don't bother people. But when people see what's behind closed doors and when people actually get to know you, it's like, oh my God, you're an actual nice person. Like, I love you. I like being in your presence. And I feel like it just catches people so off guard. That's the biggest thing I'm hearing. Like, you catch people off guard a lot because it's just like, wow. Another thing, though, I am hearing with the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Swords, you've been through a lot probably, and people would never think that. They would never think that you had to rebuild yourself several times to be who you are today. They would never think that you had to work really hard to be where you're at today. They would never think that. They would never think that you had to search really deep for the truth to know what you know today. They would never think that. Never. And when people realize it's about you, it's just like, oh my God, I would have never have known if I didn't ask you or if I didn't take the time to observe the way you move and behave and think. I feel like with this Fool, you're someone that can be very, very spontaneous, or you're just, I don't think that you hold on to a lot of things. It's crazy because that's actually really contradicting with the 10 of Wands here, but you will let something go if you have to. You're not someone that carries a lot. You're like one of those people, I don't know what it's called, but you know, like the travelers, and they have the book bag, and they're usually the magician. Like, if you watch Disney movies, then you probably know what I'm talking about. Like, you pack light, you carry light things, but you just have so much in your head. So physically you carry light things. Physically you seem to be carefree, but inside your mind it's like a complex maze. It's like you know a lot. It's just you don't appear that way, which is why I feel like there's such a shock when it comes down to you. Because with this High Priestess, you are very intuitive. You know a lot of things, but you don't show that. I feel like you guys could probably pretend to be someone that you're not, and it's not because you don't love yourself or you don't want people to see who you truly are. It just gives you the freedom to think what you want to think in peace, or you don't want to just put all your goods up there all at once for everybody to take. You don't want to show everybody your cards. Like I was saying, you don't want to show everybody your cards so now they know how you move. They know what you're going to do next because they've seen your cards already. I feel like you're aware of the fact that if you do that, people are probably going to want to copy that, two, use that against you. Then we have this Page of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you embody this carefree type of energy, and that's why it was really hard to express what these cards were telling me, because there were two contradicting things. Yes, you're this well put together, well-mannered, complex person, but at the same time there's this energy of being carefree, winding your hair, letting your hair down, not following any rules. But it's the same thing. You're the same coin but two different sides, and I feel like you can control this very well. You're a very controlled person. You do what you feel you need to do. Another thing, there's this quote, I said this in the first reading, but it's like, I don't know how it goes, but it's something like, you don't think that you know my life, or don't be fooled. Don't think that you know oh my God, don't be fooled. You don't know my life. I only tell you guys what I want y'all to know. So you could be putting your whole business out there, but it's not actually your whole business. You're just allowing people to see bits and pieces of it. And people thinking that they got the upper hand against you. People thinking that they know all about you. And it's like, they don't. They don't. And I feel like the people that fall for you know this. They know you're very intelligent. They know you're intelligent enough to not show the complexity of your intellect right away. The people that fall for you know this about you. They know this about you. And I feel like this is why it's so shocking. I feel like you guys have the potential to have everybody on their knees kissing your feet, but you choose not to do that, because we do have this prince here, and it says, look, romantic charm and potential for power. You have the potential to be the king or queen. You have the potential to have everybody chasing after you, but I don't think that you do that, because with this hermit, that's not what you want. But if you really wanted that, you can do that with the snap of your finger. You can literally do that with the snap of your finger. It's just something that you choose not to do. And I feel like you know that if you were to truly show your most authentic self, everybody would come falling to your knees and, you know, try to give you the world. And it's like, I don't want that. I want to be carefree. I feel like a lot of you guys could be famous or something. Or like, I don't know, like I'm getting that energy. It's like the people, you know, they wear glasses outside because they don't want everybody running to them and asking for pictures. It's like that. But I feel like you're someone that probably goes into hermit mode a lot. It's like one day you post so much on social media and then the next day you go ghost for 2 months. It's like, you know, there's such an imbalanced energy, and I just don't, well, it's imbalanced but balanced at the same time because you're in fully control of this. That's the thing about all of it, which is crazy. But we have health, excitement, and criticism. You're someone that can take you're someone that can take criticism. You're someone that can hear something bad about yourself and you'll work on it. You're not gonna become butthurt about it. You're not gonna do it. And even if you do, you eventually come to your senses and you're like, okay, maybe I do need to fix that. You're so, like, I feel like people love that in particular about you, that you're so free-spirited. You're not someone that's gonna catch feelings very easily. You're not gonna be like, oh my God, why would you say that to me? And like I said, even if you do feel like you're that person, one, this is how people view you, and two, you can do that at first, but then you eventually, like I said, come back to your senses and you're like, okay, yeah, maybe I do need to fix that. But I feel like you're someone that can be very, very humble, and people admire this and appreciate this about you. And I feel like that's why they fall for you, because you're someone that's so authentic and so down to earth, and you don't care to fit in with the social norm. Like, you don't care to do that, which is why I feel like you have so much authority over people. And like not gonna lie, I feel like you have a lot of control over people. Literally, you can. And then look, we have rebellion, and that's what the Hierophant in reverse is about. Rebellion. Yeah, you're not someone that is subjected to certain rules because you just don't allow that to control your life. For example, a rule: you can't fly. Humans can't fly. You're like, y'all can't fly, but I can fly. I don't care what that says. I can fly. And I feel like people love that about you. Like they just feel so liberated when they're with you, because they now don't feel like they're limited. It's just, you just carry that energy. Then we have health and excitement. You guys could take health very seriously, or you can be very knowledgeable in health, or you prioritize your mental health. I almost had to sneeze. Wow. So yeah, so maybe you guys could be a nurse or work in the health industry or whatever. I just heard pharmaceutical. I don't even know what that word means. Like, I feel like I do, but I don't at the same time. I'm not gonna pretend like I do. So I'm not gonna elaborate on that because I don't even know what it means. But then we have excitement. I feel like you just bring excitement to everyone's life. There's just a bubbly, upbeat energy about you, and people just love it because they feel like they can be goofballs. It's like, I feel like you guys are probably around people that have to act stuck up or act so disciplined and all of that, and you're just you, and you're like, I'm gonna have fun. And when these people are around, you're like, oh my God, finally I can let my hair down. Like, yes, I wanted to act like that too, but I can't because, you know, I have this status, X, Y, and Z. You're like, you're a breath of fresh air to people. Then we have friendship. Yeah, I feel like it's easy for people to love you. Then we have generosity. You guys can be very sweet and genuine, so down to earth, honestly. And I feel like people just appreciate this because you are a breath of fresh air to people. Like, honestly, how long was reading? Let me see if I can find it. This is 15 minutes. But yeah, I feel like you guys are a breath of fresh air to people, honestly. I'm gonna get one more card. Let me see. Spirit. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're gonna just look at the Five of Cups. Well, you're someone that has your fair share of negative things happening in their life. And I feel like people also like that because you acknowledge that you're human. If you do something wrong, you're going to acknowledge that you did something wrong. You're going to acknowledge that you make mistakes. And I feel like you also help people to realize that as well. They feel, because I feel like you're really surrounded by a lot of people that are burdened and very insecure within their own selves, or feel like they have to be a specific person to be liked. And I feel like you just help people with that. You help people understand that they're human. You help people you help people understand that they're human, and you help people get in tune with their most authentic self. You just bring so much to the table, honestly. But group 2, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello group 3, welcome to your reading. This is a reading regarding why do people fall for you. Before we get into this, I would say this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate for you. If nothing resonates at all, I will pick a different pile. And if you have shuffle picking piles, I recommend the random generated, something I always use and always helps me. That means let's get into your reading. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Prince of Torches, which is the Knight of Wands in traditional tarot. Then we have the Four of Torches. I'm not going to say that because I don't want to get demonetized. And then we have Guide in reversed, Affair, Exaltation, and Enterprise. Okay, so starting off with Three of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Knight of Wands regarding why do people fall for you. So first off, when I see the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Swords, I heard that you give people fair chances. You will see a certain type of behavior in a person and you won't like it, but you'll give them another opportunity to prove themselves worthy, or you give them another opportunity to prove themselves, or to prove that they're a good person. Boom, they don't pass that test, so you'll talk to that person about it. You're also giving them another opportunity to correct their wrongs. If they choose not to, then you will cut them off. So I feel like you give people a lot of chances. I also am getting mediator type of vibes. You're someone that works with people. For whatever reason, I just heard you work with children. That could resonate for like 3 people. And if you don't work for children, it could just be the way you help children or the way you help heal other people's inner child. There's something to do with children and vulnerability and purity here that you work with, and people love that about you. I feel like you also help people embrace their inner child. Yeah, I'm getting a really cozy, feeling, and like Christmas feeling as well. And Christmas time usually has to do with, that's the holiday that makes children happy. So I feel like there's something to do with inner child here, or you may be working in an industry that helps children, whatever the case may be. I feel like you're just someone that genuinely helps people, and you do have people's best heart and mind, or best intentions. But with the Three of Pentacles, I feel like you guys articulate yourself in a way that's easy for people to understand and easy for people to negotiate with you. I was also hearing negotiator. So I feel like this is just really giving me strong, righteous, and fair vibes. You're someone that is willing to compromise to help other people. You're someone that can help other people come up with efficient ways to compromise. Not to compromise their morals, but to make some adjustments that still give them the right to whatever abundance that they can get, if that makes sense. I hope that made sense. But with the Six of Swords, yeah, I just don't feel like you're someone that is going to stay in a situation that no longer serves you. And this can come across in a bad way because, we do have this card here. So I feel like to some people, it's, oh my God, you're switching up. You're changing from one person to another. When in reality, it is not like that. You just respect yourself enough to not stay in a position that no longer resonates with you or no longer contributes to the well-being of yourself. You're not going to do it. I feel like you're someone, if you guys have children, you're like, I'm taking my children out of this situation. They're not dealing with it, not my children. I feel like people admire that about you as well. They admire the nurturing ways that you have, because I feel like you have these ways of taking care of people, or for whatever reason, I'm hearing that you will do things behind the scenes for a person and not even mention it to them, because that's just how pure your intent is. For whatever reason, I'm also getting that maybe in your past you had a bit of stuff going on, and I feel like certain people try to hold it against you, and then there's others that see the growth that you had and they admire that about you. They like the way that you were able to enhance your living or your way of life, that you were able to enhance your morals, that you were able to enhance your intellect, and all of that, in all of those aspects. You didn't just stay in a place that no longer benefited you or anybody else. With this Knight of Wands, I feel like you're someone that is very passionate. You're a very fiery person, and I'm honestly getting that. You're someone that will stand up for what is right, because I'm getting really righteous type vibes. You're someone that's going to stand up for what is right, and you're going to go head on with it. Head first, diving into something head first, and you're not afraid. You're not afraid to take your children and leave. You're not afraid to take your belongings and leave. You're not afraid to take your friends and family members and leave. You're someone that is I feel like you guys are a really true friend, which is so crazy, because I would never, you would never think that. We have Guide in reverse, then we have this card, and then we have Affair right here. So you would never think that this is someone loyal, but I genuinely believe that you are someone loyal, and I would not lie on a reading. Y'all already know where I stand on that. But I feel like you're someone that is very fire. You're someone that is very nice to be around. I'm hearing like activist type vibes. There's something about your speech. But Four Wands, what do people find attractive about you with this Four Wands here? I feel like you're someone that has your head on your shoulders. You're someone that has both of your feet planted straight directly on the ground. You have a really solid foundation, or your views on life and where you stand in life is very solid. You're standing with yourself. You stand strong and firm with what you believe in. You're not going to allow anybody to knock you off of this, no matter what it is. It doesn't even matter if it's wrong. If people could just respect the fact that you're standing firm to what you believe in and you're not taking no for an answer. You're not allowing other people's judgment, other people's disapproval, other people's hesitance to sway you off of your journey. You're doing what you want. I'm getting really like strong god/goddess vibes here, like a warrior. I'm honestly getting that energy, and people see that, and I just feel like it lights them up. Like they just can't help. Oh my God, this is wanting to bring tears to my eyes. What is going on? You're the type, don't judge a book by its cover, because I'm gonna be honest, when I was shuffling, I'm like, what is this about? But now that I'm doing this, like I'm getting a really good and solid energy from you guys, and it's literally bringing tears to my eyes. Like my eyes are watering right now because this energy is just so strong. You guys are a warrior. If someone didn't tell you that recently, let me be the one to tell you that right now. Right now. Let's get some more cards. It's like people can't help but to fall in love with you and just respect you as the divine individual you are. Wow. Okay, Spirit. What else? Why do people fall for group 3? Okay, what is this? We have Queen of Wands. See? I feel like you're someone that's very beautiful, but you are so headstrong. So headstrong. You're so determined to do what you feel is right for you. And I just keep hearing your kids. I don't know, maybe you have a kid, or maybe you are just you could work in the social services, I think. Or maybe you're a children doctor or child doctor. Maybe you're a child psychologist. I don't know. Or maybe this is just you helping adults or grown-er folks with their inner child. Whatever the case may be, I feel like you feel the need to protect the weak. So it doesn't even have to be children, just protecting the weak, protecting the vulnerable. You're not going to let anything happen to these people. I feel like you're someone that probably had to do questionable things to take care of people, but it was just with the good intent was behind it. Good Spirit, why do people fall for group 2? Emperor, yeah, strong vibe, yeah. Royal vibes here. Strong vibes here. You sit in your power. You don't let nobody knock you off your power. And even if you do, you won't make it known to that person. And if you do, you'll get yourself together and then come back up to this person and be like, you know what? Thank you for this. I got a reality check. Or, you know what you did? Like, you're not going to stay silent about certain things. And if you do, it's because you thought it out and you calculated why you should stay silent. A very smart individual, very strong individual, very headstrong individual you are. Spirit, why do people fall for group 2? People wow. I feel like people respect you. They respect you a lot. They respect you a lot. They have no choice but to respect you. It's like you can't come in the presence of group 3 and not show praise. Spirit, why do people fall for group 3? Ace of Wands, you light the way for a lot of people. I feel like you help a lot of people that are lost, or like I said, you defend and help the weak. I feel like you're the light that people need to see. Yeah, when someone is overthinking, when someone is feeling however they're feeling, you're that person that lights their way and be like, hey, the light, look, even if you might not see the light right now, just keep going straight. Because when you keep going straight, you're going to end up at the end of that tunnel. So even if you don't see the light right now, keep going. You're the type of person to help people on their life path, like literally. But with these 2 cards and guide in reverse, you guys might, I heard fell off that path, or at least you probably lose yourself sometimes helping other people. Wow, 4 of my eyelashes just came out. For what? Why are you doing that? What is going on? But what is under this? the Tower. Yeah, you're someone that sits in their truth. You're someone that also gets reality checks by the universe. I feel like you're able to admit when you're wrong. Ace of Swords, you're able to take the truth, and you speak truth as well. You're not gonna allow your ego to get in the way with this. You guys might have a big ego. I'm not getting that energy, but the Queen of Wands, like the wand suit, is a really passionate energy. I mean, and then we have the Emperor here. I do feel like you guys probably don't use your emotions too much. I don't even think we got any cups. No, we did not. But that's what I would, with this Emperor here and that shell over their head. I don't think that you use your emotions much, to be very honest. I feel like you use your head more, which is probably why these cards are out, because look, you're in reverse. It says shadow attribute places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. So I don't think that you use your emotions too much. Okay, and light attribute here accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Shadow attributes places material considerations and security above self-improvement. We have both cards mentioning material gain. So I feel like you guys might have the mindset of, look, I just got to do what I got to do to survive. In reality, I do feel like it is important for you guys to get back in touch with your spirituality and your emotions as well, because I feel like a lot of you guys use your head a bit too much. I feel like you guys radiate a lot of masculinity. So if you're a female, it is still possible to radiate toxic masculinity, and I feel like you guys might do that to a certain extent, but it's not coming through that strong, but it is at the same time. But then we have fair, exaltation, and enterprise. I feel like you guys, and then we have resourcefulness, and I was gonna say that I feel like you guys are very resourceful, and you guys could specialize in networking, or you just know how to talk to people, you know how to articulate yourself well and express yourself in an efficient way. I feel like you, with this exaltation, I think I'm saying that right, exaltation here, I feel like you guys are a very, very happy person. And it's crazy because I say that you guys are not really emotional, but I do think that you will, when you're happy, you're extremely happy, and you'll show that. But I don't think that you guys probably get vulnerable very easily, and if you do, it takes a lot for you to get there, to be very honest. And I feel like you don't really acknowledge what you need more, and I feel like that's why people fall for you, because they see this, they see how strong you are, but then at the same time you can attract shallow people that fall for you because you don't ever show what you need. You don't take your needs into consideration, so all they get from you is take. She doesn't need anything, or he doesn't need anything. Bottom neck energy, we have alchemist, light attribute, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. Shadow attribute, misuse of the power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. So yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys could probably be very spiritual, but you use that to your own gain, or you use that to become successful in life, rather than balancing your feminine energy and balancing your emotional state. So I do feel like you guys are spiritual. It's just you're more so using it for material gain, more so using it for the materialistic side of life. Under this, we have thief. Wow. Okay, you see, money. There's a big emphasis on money. It says light attribute sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Shadow attribute stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. So guys, look, I'm not gonna judge y'all. This is a safe place, but there's an emphasis on money. There's an emphasis on doing questionable things because of money. Now, I'm not gonna say much towards that, but I do feel like Spirit is asking you to get more in touch with your feminine side and get more in touch with your morals. And if this doesn't apply to you, then it's not you stealing money, because for some of you, I feel like it is, and doing immorally or morally wrong things for money. But for the other half of you, I think it's you just placing money or just making money your priority, so it's probably coming through as you steal money or whatever. No, I think that for some of you guys, it might be that, and then for the others, it's like you're focusing more so on that rather than healing yourself, rather than taking time for self-care, rather than doing any of that. Bottom neck energy here, resourcefulness. Yeah, I feel like you guys can make something out of nothing. I feel like you got fortune here. See, fortune being there. I feel like you guys can do that because probably you started off with nothing, so you like you didn't choose to know how to be resourceful. You had no choice but to do that. You know, so some of you guys could be, then we have the Lovers here. Yeah, you're a lovely, like, you guys are a lovely person. And Queen of Pentacles, someone very nurturing, but it's like Four of Pentacles here. Yeah, someone very nurturing, but it's almost as if you do this with material things, or you don't do it for yourself. But this is not that reading, so I'm not going to get too much into that. But I feel like you're a very strong person. You'll do what is necessary to help others and yourself. And you're not one to complain. Like, I don't know. Yeah. How long is this reading? Can I see it? This is 15 minutes. Should I leave it here or should I get another card? I'm gonna get another card from here. Spirit, what does group 3 do that people find attractive? Oh, wow. No, I hate when my cards fall. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see what that is. We have Damsel. Yeah, I feel like you guys are very beautiful as well. But like attributes, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Yeah, very independent energy. Very independent energy. But shadow attributes, waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. I feel like you guys work for yourself, honestly. Or you guys might have the tendency of getting your money because of, you know how to persuade people. You know how to use your sensuality to help you get these things. But I feel like you guys are really independent people. Like, you use your charm, you use your beauty, you use your your charm to get things. But I don't feel like this is coming from like bad intentions. I don't really think so. But yeah, group 3, that was your reading. I hope it helped you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.